Welcome to this morning exciting episode of Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority Channel 11 Akure Dynamic Station. This is the first Dynamic Diet in the second part of 2025. We want to thank God for bringing us this far. At least first half is gone, and we are now into the second half of the year. I am Nta Akure, bringing you this program this morning, but I am not alone here. I'm here with a beautiful dancer this morning.
A very good morning. A very good morning to our esteemed viewers out there. Of course, we are here to do what we know how to do best, to make your screen colorful and to make your weekend enjoyable. And we have lots of interesting packages awaiting you.
Well, and this morning, like you have been doing, we have several segments for you. Weekly mirror segment. This morning we'll be looking at the activities of cooperative societies, the regulations, the laws guiding them, and the limits and bounds of each of the societies.
Yes, and we'll also be having forum of head of federal government organization visiting, and we'll get to know their activities and what they do. And we'll also be having our entertainment segment.
Of course, the sports segment will not be left out this morning.
A lot of things went down in the sports world.
In fact, the sporting world, especially the sorrowful ones. We had the death of Jota.
And our former goalkeeper.
Oh no, the legendary goalkeeper, Peter Rufai. Also, he departed this world. And all this we're going to talk about this morning.
So I urge you to sit back, relax, and enjoy as we'll be giving you this delicious delight to make your weekend an enjoyable one. Our first port of call is Vox Pop on cooperative society. What do they do, and do you belong to any cooperative society? We'll be going out on the streets to sample people's opinion.
You know, how much do people know about cooperative societies and at least their activities, their operations, and generally? So we're going to look at that one from that Vox Pop. After then, the guests will be coming in.
So enjoy.
Well, what I know about cooperative is when you have money, you contribute to the cooperative society, and when you are asking for, maybe you contributed 100,000 naira, if you want to collect money, they can give you 300,000 naira, so that you be paid the money instrumentally.
So why are you not in the cooperative society?
Well, I'm not in cooperative because financially I'm not all that buoyant. And that was why.
Do you belong to any cooperative society?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, sir. What have you benefited from being a cooperative society member?
I've benefited a lot. One, every year they always give us tangible dividends, and at that end of the year they will have yearly package for us. Apart from the dividend, like gifts, they will give to us, which are very good. At times they will buy tables and chairs, rubber tables and chairs. Then some kitchen utensils are always part of the gifts. In fact, a numerous number of them.
Do you have any bad experience about it? How do you remember?
Well, I had one. That was a very long time. The cooperative was almost collapsed, but thank God we revamped it. Even the debt accrued then was prorated to every member, and since that time we have been progressing. There was nothing of such.
You have been in this cooperative society years?
I would say for more than 30 years now.
In Ondo State like this, in Akure in particular, we have a lot of civil servants. And civil servants, they cannot rely on their salary alone. So a lot of them engage in a cooperative society just to at least have something adding to your earning there, so that they can do something good for themselves. Maybe they have a project like building, or they want to send their children to school, they need somewhere to go to borrow money. Then we pay back, because when you compare the interest of a cooperative to that of bank, is different. Cooperative is more better than bank loan. So as somebody that is doing maybe private company or private person that is doing his own business, he needs a cooperative too. When he needs loan, you have to go back to cooperative, seek for a loan, then you'll be paying it back little by little, compared to bank. Because bank, the interest, the compound interest, will be continue to increase every month if you fail to pay according to the schedule. But in cooperative, in as much as you are consistent, they will not be adding to your money. Say your money is increasing every month. When I want to build my office, I want to secure the land, I don't have that certain amount. I have to borrow from cooperative to secure the land. Secondly, I have a business I want to start last year. So, and the amount I have with me is not enough. I have to go to cooperative and ask for loan to add to that money so that I can start the business.
I am a member of Agri Cooperative Society in Akure North Local Government.
What have you benefited from?
A lot. Yes, from that cooperative society, there had never been a time I needed money. Whether I wanted to purchase a car, I wanted to start a business, there had never been a time I called on them and they never answered. They have always been of good assistance to me as touching my necessary needs when I call on them. Even any time I run short of money, they attend to me as well.
Have you had any bad experience?
No, not even a single one.
With the information I heard about them, it's like most of the cooperative society, they are not sincere. The insincerity there make me to run away from them.
So can we know the reason why you are not into cooperative?
Because of insincerity. Because fraudulent here and there, that's the major thing.
Major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
Okay, those were people's opinion from the street, and it's good to know you are still here with us. And we are on to the weekly mirror segments. I still have my guests in the house and my co-presenter, my colleague in the house. So we'll be focusing on the activity of cooperative society in Ondo State, and you will get to know their regulatory bodies and how they, curtail the excesses of cooperative. And with us in studio today, we are privileged to have the Director of Cooperative Society, Ondo State, Mr. Brian Williams. It's good to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, so...
Well, Mr. Williams, let's start with what exactly is cooperative society? When we're talking about cooperative society, what exactly are we talking about?
Thank you. If you say cooperative society, what comes to your mind is people trying to come together. But before those people will come together, there are some factors that have to be considered. The locality. Are they people that have known themselves over the years? Are they people that live in a community where their character and whatever it can vouch for themselves? And do we have to understand also that cooperative have to do with people's aspiration in social and economic life? Do they have the economic felt needs? It is very important for people to understand themselves, live in certain locality, and ensure that they are coming together will enhance their social economic life. That is the basis. But if cooperative society have to be formed, government have make it very, very, very easy. There we always create that awareness. We have our staff in all the 18 local government area who can give them the needed cooperative education, create that awareness, the rules that guide cooperative, so that when they start, they'll be able to start in a very good footing.
Okay, so does it mean that anybody or any organization can start a cooperative, or any group can start a cooperative society?
Yes, any group can start a cooperative society, as far as they have that concept of improving their living standard. Those that are in the MDAs, those that worked in the in any organization ministry, they have the mandate to see that they form cooperative and improve their living standard. Not them alone. We have even in the informal sector, those that are into artisans, tailors, fashion designer. If they form cooperative society, they will definitely improve in their activities. And also that of traders, market women. Cooperative cut across all the sector of the economy. Any group of people that live together, understand themselves, and decided to improve their living standard, the best place is to form cooperative and follow the rules.
But is there a minimum number of persons that can form a cooperative society?
Yes. Cooperative is regulated in line with the Ondo State Cooperative Law and Regulations. We have a minimum of 10 individual members that should come together to form a cooperative. It can be more than that, but the minimum is 10 as at now, in line with the law that regulate cooperative in the state.
Okay, the activity of cooperative society is popular these days, maybe due to economic challenges in Nigeria. And I'm sure when you have things so popular, there will be challenges and all that. So what are the regulations, that you use to check the activities of
what
different
are those areas of
cooperative
excesses that you have noticed over the years in some cooperative societies, being the regulatory agency?
Well, thank you very much. Any organization over a period of time, there will always be challenges that will be cropping up for one way or the other. And the cooperative sector is not exceptional. They are having some challenges. And the challenges comes most of the time as a result of human factor in management. So they have their ESCO that manage their resources. They give themselves loan. They are the one that do help taking any decisions. But mistakenly, they have some kind of group of persons that lead those cooperative that they don't have the heart of the cooperative in mind. Those that have the self-centered people, always the tendency of mix-up in the administration will always come up. But in that wise, the government has made it very, very easy for us to contain their excesses. We thank the state government, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Orimison Ayedatiwa, for giving the ministry marching order to ensure that the excesses of cooperative society are curtailed. This time around, make it possible for us to proactively attend to any cooperative challenges from the headquarters. There are officers that are in the field have the opportunity to go directly to interface with the cooperative. They will meet with them during their meetings. If they have any activity that they want to carry out, ensure that they guide and protect the fund of the members. And secondly, to ensure that they follow rules and regulations. All the cooperative society have their bylaws. The bylaws are the rules and regulations that guides them. So our officers are on ground. It has been made possible by His Excellency, the Governor of the state, to feel that staff are available to interface with them, to address their challenges. Where they are not well informed about, they give them the needed cooperative education so that they be able to deliver well, and the profit, the benefit behind cooperative always be achieved.
Let's still talking about the challenges. One of the common things we hear about some cooperatives is that at a particular point in time, when a particular set of executives are in power, you notice some kind of maybe fraudulent activities or activities that are anti-progress in the society. What are those specific measures that have been put in place to ensure that even before you go too far in those excesses, they have been detected and curtailed?
Thank you very much. The ministry have put in place mechanism to curtail most of those challenges, most especially from the area of struggle for power and those that are in aims of affair, not to mismanage the fund of the cooperative. For instance, there is a exercise that is called annual audit exercise, that whereby the audit team from the ministry have to go and interface with any cooperative that want to hold their annual general meeting, look their records to ensure that what the record they want to present or give to the members reflect the true position of their operation. Secondly, there are circular letters that have been rolled out containing those fraudulent challenges. You cannot be contributing 1 naira and you want to be in charge of millions of naira monthly contributions. So there should be a limit of your commitment before you can be seen that you are qualified to be. And also there should be even time lag. You cannot come into the cooperative within a week, within a month, and say that you want to be in terms of affair of that cooperative. And also, before the election proper, we'll see their records, their track records of those that want to lead. Are these people in this cooperative for long? What is their source of commitment into that cooperative? And secondly, did they have overdue loan? Are they really following the laws? Anyone that did not comply with the law cannot be allowed to be in terms of affair in cooperative in the state again. There is a law, there is a circular letter that will be rolled out over the years, and we are following that circular letter strictly to ensure that nobody violated. So we bring a kind of regulatory directive to ensure that those challenges of people defrauding the cooperative are curtailed accordingly in the ministry.
So how do you successfully monitor the activities of this cooperative society? Do you have task force in-house, or if you hear something, you just go in and check what they do?
Well, in the first place, we encourage them to have internal mechanism to ensure they curtail most of their challenges. For instance, the cooperative society are encouraged to have a kind of committee, set up a subcommittee in their mode of operation, so that if there are issues that is cropping up, some of them have audit committee, internal auditors that look into their records. Some of them have committee that we attend to crisis. If there is any mix-up or any problem, those internally they will resolve it among themselves. So with that, they'll be able to curtail a lot of things. But on our own hand, our officers are in all the 18 local government areas. I want to make it a point of duty for everybody to hear that if we are in a cooperative society and at the end and in the financial year you are doing your annual general meeting and you don't see the representative of the ministry, you have to be very careful if that cooperative is really operating in line with the law. And we have to equally note that Mr. Governors have made it very easy for us to deal with their challenges. You were linked with the Ministry of Justice lawyers. So in case we want to go to the court for enforcement of our word, the ministry lawyer always give the mandate and the needed support to the ministry that in charge of cooperative to ensure that they attend and deal with those issues if accordingly. So Mr. Governor has made it very, very, very easy for us to curtail those challenges, and equally there are internal mechanisms for them to curtail excesses and ensure that proactively they don't run into problems. And we equally ensure that if anybody run foul to the law, we deal with them decisively so that others will learn from it. A lot of people have gone to jail. A lot of people have been forced to their property being confiscated for repayment of cooperative debt and what have you.
Okay, so can you help us differentiate between cooperative society and daily contribution, the local type of contribution in which our local people call ajo? What's the difference?
Oh, thank you very much. There is always a basis for any organization to thrive. Before the coming of this modern cooperative, which is being regulated by the government, those daily contributions are what our people use to assist themselves with self-support. But they are different is that the present cooperative society are registered under government. Their funds are protected. Their activities are regulated. There are rules and regulations for them to follow. Nobody claim ownership on them. It is the present cooperative ensure that if there are challenges or problem in this cooperative, the law have even spelled it out how to address those problems. For instance, the law has made it very clear that if there is a dispute among cooperative or their members or ESCO, the director of cooperatives will put in place arbitration panel, which we have been doing across the state. After giving award to those, either to force them to pay back money, direct them to pay back money, if they did not comply, then we go to State High Court for the enforcement of our award. That is where the Minister of Justice come up and give us that needed support. So if we are in this modern cooperative, your funds are protected, your activities are regulated, and if there are issues, there is always law that has been on ground for us to see that those issues are addressed accordingly.
But do you collaborate with those local people to sensitize them on how to do it better?
Or are you trying to bring them into the formal sector?
Yes, that is one of our basic concepts, to ensure that we educate them. You see, what do you only need to do to formalize their operations, to put it in the way that they will be able to operate in line with the law. We encourage them to do that. We formalize their operation. We we educate them. So if they got to understand that it will be better they register as cooperative and under the supervision of government for their fund to be protected. Most of them have formalized their operation, get themselves registered and operate in the line of the rules and regulations that guide cooperative in the state.
Well, let me now ask, because I was talking about the challenges, but as a regulator of the industry, what are the benefits of belonging to a cooperative society?
Because we had some respondents saying they give them gifts, and
that's what people up to now. You still hear some people saying, "I can't join cooperative."
Meanwhile, most people, the properties in their house are from cooperative society.
What are those?
You have already given the answer.
Still expatiate so that people who are not part of the cooperative society will know the benefit.
You see, the most important thing is that cooperative society law and regulation protect the income of the members. That is the number one. Number two, it develop the habit of saving. It's very difficult for individuals to just to save. But if you are in a cooperative society, that saving culture will come out from you. You will be, in fact, you will be committed to save in order for you to have a kind of relief in the future. And also, they have easy access to soft loan with a very, very moderate interest rate. So you can see that most of the MDA's cooperative are not even outside of MDA cooperative. You discover that if a member of cooperative want to pay their children school fees, where they run to is cooperative. If they feel that they have emergency in their building and they want to cover it up, they run to cooperative. If they feel that they have health challenges and they need some money, they run to cooperative. So there are those provisions in the cooperative to attend to emergency of the members. So cooperative society is very, very important for the improvement of the socioeconomic life of the members. And secondly, the government aspect also, the members benefit and government also benefit, because the cooperative society complement the activities of the government. For instance, in the area of job creation, all the cooperative society have 2 or 3 people in their employment. In that wise, they have removed a lot of people from the unemployment environment, which bring about harmony and peaceful coexistence and peace and security, most especially in our state here. And also, from the aspect of government, we create a kind of linkages through the cooperative to ensure that cooperatives are improved. And also, the government benefit from the area of support that those cooperatives will be having from small-scale businesses. All these traders that are having a member of cooperative society one way or the other is access soft loan easily from those cooperatives to improve their businesses. So it affects positively for the member of those cooperative society And equally, the government benefit because cooperative provide a kind of platform that serve as play a complementary role to generate employment, empower the citizens to ensure that poverty is reduced to the minimum and peace follows at the end of it.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Brian Williams, for being our guest this morning. Because of our time, we may not be able to go further than this. On this note now, let's ask, what will be your final word on this program this morning?
Well, my final word is to say that, well, I want to appreciate each and every one of us that are practicing cooperative and following the rules. Today is International Cooperative Day, a day that we celebrate, create that awareness of existence of cooperative as a self-help organization. Today is a day that we come together to celebrate the achievement we have achieved so far. So be a part of this platform that brings about socio-economic development to their members and also support the socio-economic life of the state. That is my submission to the general public.
Well, thank you very much for that, sir. Well, right now we are going on a short break now. After then, Dynamic Diet continues.
In College Jaws, you will dive into exhilarating hands that will fuel your passion in education and propel your career to new heights. We don't just teach, we craft the next generation of media leaders. Explore our diverse offering, understanding the personnel matters and issues in the public service, basic development communication, financial reporting under IPSAS and interpretation of public sector accounting standard IPSAS, audit, internal check and control management, video camera maintenance, new technologies, optics, fiber, IP technologies, automation, storage management, and wireless technology. Challenges and opportunities in the secretarial profession in the digital age. Digital marketing, basic drama, online reporting, understanding the provisions of the revised public service, audio engineering operations and maintenance, camera operations, and intermediate drama. Mark your calendar. The second quarter of 2025 is your launch pad. This is your moment to seize the future. Announcer Management.
Major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
A television college Jaws, you will dive into exhilarating hands that will fuel your passion in education and propel your career to new heights. We don't just teach, we craft the next generation of media leaders. Explore our diverse offering, understanding the personnel matters and issues in the public service, basic development communication, financial reporting under IPSAS and interpretation of public sector accounting standard IPSAS, audit, internal check and control management, video camera maintenance, new technology, optics, fiber, IP technologies, automation, storage management, and wireless technology. Challenges and opportunities in the secretarial profession in the digital age. Digital marketing, basic drama, online reporting, understanding the provisions of the revised public service, audio engineering operations and maintenance, camera operations, and intermediate drama. Mark your calendar. The second quarter of 2025 is your launch pad. This is your moment to seize the future. Announcer Management.
Currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira. Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the naira at events. Stop stepping on the naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the naira. Handling the naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the naira. Love the naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the naira.
You're welcome to this segment of the Weekly Mirror. Once again, we told you at the beginning that we're going to have two interview sessions on the Weekly Mirror segment of Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 11 Akure, the dynamic station. And right now we are going to be hosting the forum of the heads of federal government establishments and institutions in Ondo State. And with me this morning, they are the chairman of the forum, Mrs. Foluke Abegunde. She is of the National Lottery Regulatory Commission. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having us.
And I have the PRO of the organization with me here also. The Public Relations Officer is Mr. Yunusa Abdulmumin. You're welcome to the program.
It's my pleasure.
Well, let me start with the chairman. What is the forum of federal heads of federal government establishment and institutions about? What is the forum all about?
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for having us. Forum of heads of federal government establishments and institutions in Nigeria, Ondo State chapter, because we have it all over the country. So it's coming together of heads, the directors, all heads, all those that we put in charge of each ministries and parastatals, commissions, parastatals, institutions like FUTA, like Federal College of Agric, and all other federal polytechnics, and all of them. We are together. So we decided to form this forum in order to look out for ourselves, to foster relationship between members and to cater for our welfare. When you are a federal staff, you are outside your state. So when we are outside like that, we try to look out for each other. And that is why the forum was created in the first place, so that we can have common goals together as children of the same father but of different mothers.
Wow, I love that. Yes. Children of the same father but of different mothers. Yes. And the PRO, what has the forum been doing so far? What are those activities you have been doing so far since you have been operating on those states, and particularly under this current leadership of the forum?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Well, when we came on board, so we started with the radical changes, in the sense that, first of all, we started with visiting dignitaries and some of the heads, a kind of advisory and courtesy visit, to have a kind of robust among ourselves. Having done that, we started with having a functional email where you can disseminate and propagate what we are here for in Ondo State. And there's what we call farming inputs, whereby we go into farming, we establish piggery farming. So there's enormous activities in the last 1 year that we have embarked on. And part of it is our chairman, the kind of leadership that she's playing. She has a listening ear, whereby among the members, whatever you said, she will listen to you and she will keep to it and will make progress. So those are the activities.
Yeah. Well, let me come to the chairman, Mrs. Abegunde. You know, in a forum like this is a very large forum. You have a big establishment, you have small ones. Yes. You know, you were mentioning the universities and other agencies that are involved. You know, if you look at all those federal agencies, you see some as physically now, maybe in terms of number of staff, in terms of finance resources that they control. Yes. You will see some like ants, yes. While some like some are like elephants. Right. So how has the cooperation been? You know, let's look at it from that.
Yes. Yes, from looking from that angle now. Yes, as you have said, the cooperation amongst the years. When we came on board, really, we do have a very little number of heads coming to our meetings, and so as the PRO said, we have to move around to sensitize our people that this is for us. We have to be together, and we went to, you know, a lot of organizations, civil defense, customs, immigrations, because they are part of us. And because we've not been seeing them, as you have said, we have some of them that are big, medium, and small. So far so good. They've been so, you know, they've been cooperating very well. When we reach out to them, when we write to them, they actually, you know, come up with whatever request we make of them. And those that have been coming around, they've been paying their dues. And not just dues. As he said, we embarked on a project of recent, because that's just the first of its kind in Ondo State chapter. We've never had any projects to our name. Projects in the sense that something to call in the name of forum, and something to bring some at least little changes to the table to complement whatever dues we are paying, you know, and also to serve the public. Right now we have a piggery farm at Ondo Road, no, Idonre Road, and it's just to, after rearing the pigs, we'll sell them to the public at subsidized prices, and to our staff, whoever. When I mean staff now, I mean all federal staff. You understand? And I want to really thank the heads, because they have been cooperating and doing their own bits to make sure the forum moves forward. So even the big ones, as we say in quotes, they are doing their best to complement whatever the small ones brings to the table.
Okay, let me also ask about, you know, there is this issue of when forums like that excuse me, come up, there's need to compare notes.
Okay.
How is your agency faring? What are the challenges? What are the things you have been able to do to? Is there any forum for that in that meeting? And how has that helped in improving operations of each of the member agencies and organizations?
Well, if I may get you right, you mean our forum is helping each individual organizations?
Yes, individual organizations, yes. What has been the benefits of each individual organization from this forum, especially in terms of idea sharing,
yes,
for improved operations?
Thank you very much. Like in our meetings, we have our meetings bi-monthly. Suppose before it used to be monthly, but as we came on board, people complained about the time to attend meetings monthly, and as the PRO said, we have to listen to them and make it bi-monthly. So in our bi-monthly meetings, we normally have hosts for the day, And O for the day means any of the organizations that has been earmarked to do that. And at our meetings, we'll give them time to take us through whatever their organizations are into, their missions and visions, what the forum stands to gain, and what they want us to relate to the public about their offices. So they tell us what their organizations are into and what messages we should convey to the public about them. By that, we are building and supporting ourselves through a kind of creating a better image of all MDAs outside the secretariat. So in a short sentence, we have been supporting each other one way or the other. When we are together, you'll be able to share ideas, and that idea will try to translate it into how the society can benefit from it.
Well, let me come to the PRO. What's the role of the management to improve the welfare of staff? How has this forums helped in that?
Well, part of the helps that head of forums has been rendering, as at December last year, federal government came up with giving distribution of rice to all the federal staff. So the chairman, our forum chairman, in our capacity, took it upon ourselves and made sure that the rice is distributed accordingly. So all the federal staff in Ondo State benefited from the rice. So that's one of the achievements and one of the cardinal points that we have achieved so far. Secondly, there is this head of forums, we do have our meeting bi-monthly. So on that meeting days, there is a kind of decision making whereby we sit and many topics were brought up and we'll discuss about it, and we'll come with a solution that will make that will bring development among the members. And when we talk of behaviorism, where anytime we have any engagement or ceremony, we are there to represent forum. So those are the.
Well, let me ask. You have something to add to that?
Yes.
The role of management improving staff welfare. How has the forum been able to at least encourage this?
Yes. To add to what my PRO has just said, we had to because of the living conditions of Nigerians for the past few years now. We decided to open what we call a Forum Market Hub. Forum Market Hub, there is a committee in charge. They go out there to source for goods and services at lesser prices and sell it to members of staff, federal staff, so that whatever you are getting in the market at a certain price, you can get it lesser at the Forum Market Hub. So that is basically to care for the needs of our member staff and maybe some members of states that can join us, even the public. So, but first of all, we cater for them through that means, so that at least when you have food on your table, every other thing follows. So we decided to cater for them through that particular channel.
That hub accessible?
It is accessible because we have a platform open to all to join, not just forum members, but all federal staff can join that forum and that Forum Market Hub. So through the hub, through the platform, you get to know what is available, and you just put up your interest.
And how does individual join that platform?
From the society.
Link.
From the society, you mean?
Okay. If I, as an individual, if I want to join that platform.
You are a federal staff.
Yes.
You are qualified to join.
How do I join?
There's a link. There's a link on the general platform. So if you are interested, you just click on the link.
But
it will take
but individuals are not part of your forum.
And what we do is the heads. That's why we have heads.
Okay.
Apart from the heads, we have representatives.
Okay.
So your representative or your head can share that link on your own platform, organization platform,
so that
then you can join through that link.
Yes, that's what I want you to do. Yes. Okay, let's talk about your upcoming events, your upcoming activities. That's what really made you to come here.
No, not really. We just on the 3rd of that was 2 days ago.
Yes, on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, this particular ESCO clocked 1 year in office, and maybe that's the reason why we were called to at least to showcase and to say thank you to all the heads, for their support so far. It's been tough. It's been it has been so challenging, but we thank God Almighty for bringing us this far. We've been able to talk to our heads, and right now we have lots of heads that comes to our meetings, unlike before. Then our finances, we've been able to stabilize it, by creating a standardized template that we follow, so there will not be any issue, because we've been having issues about finances all along in the forum. But this time around, we've been able to sort that out. Then we've talked about our projects, the first of its kind in Ondo State chapter. That is the piggery farm, and we are looking forward to many other projects as our finances, booms.
Okay, thank you very much, the chairman, the Forum of Heads of Federal Government Established Institutions of those states, Mrs. Foluke Abegunde, for being our guest this morning. And before we leave the PRO, what will be your parting word on this program this morning?
Well, I will advise and I will solicit for more cooperations among the members. All the heads, they have been wonderful. They have been doing wonderfully well. So we are looking to them, and we need more cooperation among them.
And to the chairman?
Yes. Just as I said, is one of my party was that I want to plead with all our members that have not really joined us. This is a reputable forum. It's not just forum. We have our grand patron, Justice Adejimo. We have our patron, Chief Adeleye Adetunji, the commander of Amateco. And we have our matron, Mrs. Kolawole, Chief Mrs. Kolawole Koshemani. So we have reputable people, guiding us. So I want to plead, as he has said, to all our members that are listening to us, that they should come and join us so that together we can make something meaningful. And I also want to plead with the state government because there's a kind of a gap between the states, and the relationship is a kind of strained compared to other states like Ekiti, our neighboring states. They enjoy so much from the state government, why we don't have that relationship and that privilege here in Ondo State. So in a short sentence, I would say we want to plead with our governor to see us as a stakeholder to the development of the state. We are working for the state. We pay our taxes to the state. So we want further relationship, and we look forward to having that in the future.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Yunusa Abdulmomen, the PR Forum of Head of Federal Government Established Institution in Ondo State, and to the chairman of the forum, Mrs. Foluke Abegunde. Thank you very much for being our guest this morning. While we are right now going to the entertainment segment, where Adeniyi is standing by to give us all the best in the entertainment world.